Aquarius or Aquarius cross-watcher, this is going to be a message for you guys. Feel free to reverse it if you need to. It's not going to resonate for everybody. This is pretty specific and it's interesting. It's different. It's just, I don't know. I had fun writing it, but anyway, we'll talk about it. I mainly pick up on another person unless this is you and the message is reversed. So here we go. Let's get into it. All right. So somebody here, they have a real interest in you. In what way is this interest? Like what is the interest? I don't know what the interest is, but they definitely have an interest in you, and they've been having this interest in you. It's not new. Whoever this is actually sits and thinks about things that you say or things that you've said. They contemplate your insight and your intuition. It's a really interesting person. Just wait till I continue to get into it. So they think. This is a real thinker. This is probably someone who, when they listen to music, for example, really thinks about the lyrics and the message and doesn't just focus on the beat. Like, this is that type person. Some of you may be like that. I mean, this whole message, again, could be you, where we take things in. We really, really take things in. That's how this person is, but with you. They're really taking you in. And they might do this with other people as well in their life, their work or whatever, and however they know you. I don't know who this is or however they're getting to know you. I think someone is getting to know you, but it's indirectly. This is the type of individual who dissects things, who cuts things open and breaks them down to really see what's going on inside, within. They focus on what something's made of, the ingredients rather than the outer package. Isn't there a movie line where they say, "Show me what you're made of"? Well, there you go. Show me what you're made of. But instead of them asking you to show them what you're made of, like, tell me about yourself, they're discovering it for themselves, who you are. So they do this with all people, but definitely with you. They're very intellectual and inquisitive. I keep feeling the need to take a deep breath, so I don't know if you or them or somebody here, I don't know if someone has asthma, back pain, and yes, I've been having back pain, but I always feel like things that I pick up on in messages, they have to be somewhat relevant for somebody out there. So I'm noticing a labored breathing here. I do feel quite tired. It's a little stuffy in here, a little hot, so it could be some sort of breathing thing, lung thing, something to do with asthma, maybe nasal, like deviated septum. I've picked up on that before, but I'm getting it again. Or this person could get tired, or someone here, tired, fatigued, exhausted, drained, and have back pain. So again, this person's very intellectual and inquisitive. They can be extremely direct when they want to be and intentional, and yet at the same time reserved, observing, and learning. Whoever this person is may also see these qualities in you and feel a connection because of this. You kind of remind them of themselves. There is a much deeper side to you, and they're aware of that. And they're noticing that by checking you out this way, by dissecting you energetically. Every little thing. They're like, wow, there's a lot about Aquarius. Maybe even more than you show. You're deeper than you let on. Even if you let on that you're deep, it's deeper. The undiscovered parts, I guess you could say, they are discovering them as we speak. They are perusing the grounds of your abyss, I guess. This person may like times alone, away from others, so they can regroup and relax. But they can also be a chatterbox if they need to be. You know, another thing that really interested me about this person, I mean, it was, like I said, it was a really interesting message to write. I'm like, who is this? It almost felt like, well, lots of things. Like, imagine a government agent. It didn't remind me of that. I actually thought of the devil. But I was like, I mean, this could be, you know, or like a modeling agent or an acting agent or something, and they scout somebody out. It's almost like that. This could be someone scouting you for something. You know, well, they are probably for them, for something connected to them or in their life. So they pay this close of attention. But another thing about them, I was trying to tap into their energy and see what I felt about them. Like, as much as they're dissecting you, I'm like, all right, well, let me dissect this person. Who is this person? I'm not even sure I've ever gotten a message like this. It's not bad. It's just usually, like, why? I don't know. I'm curious, just like they are about you. So I was trying to dissect their energy, and I felt no fear. Most people, not all of us, but most people do have some sort of fear. Like, a lot of people's fear is dying. That's not all of our fears. But somewhere, some way, we have fear. And then I started sitting there for a minute thinking of course we do. I have a lot of examples right now. I'm not going to go through them all where I think we would all connect on certain types of fear. But mine would be ticks. I hate ticks. I like, not even just that. I'm like, I have a straight phobia of them. This person, there's no fear. Isn't that weird? I mean, maybe there is and I'm missing something, but I haven't found it yet. There's no real fear. I'm not even sure, like, the example I just gave you with ticks is a real fear. They're looking for a real fear because I feel like what I'm looking for in them is probably what they're looking for in you. I don't know why they're trying to find that in you, but what is your fear? We'll get to that in a minute. But actually, I didn't see any fear in this person. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel any hesitancy in the least at this time. And I don't think there's much that intimidates this person, which is probably pretty intimidating to other people because I don't even know if confident is the word. I don't know if confident is the word. I think they just know themselves really well. They understand themselves, every part, the good, the bad, the ugly, which makes them prone to be less likely to allow others to jar them or surprise them too much or pull the rug out from underneath them. Kind of like, know thyself and ye shall know others. That's intimidating. It is intimidating. They know themselves on that type level. To the point where they're able to see a little bit of themselves in other people, even the darkest, the most diabolical. Which, again, I think we can all be a little bit. We have dark and light. We can be all of it. They're aware of it. They're aware of their darkness. A lot of people aren't aware of their own darkness, which is dangerous. It could be dangerous to also be aware of your own darkness unless you have control of it. I can't tell what this person has control of. I can just tell that they're very aware of themselves, which tells me they're extremely aware of other people. And they could be very aware of other people as well because they are so observant and they pay such close attention. You know how many times I stopped writing this and I was like, who is this? Who is this freaking person? You know what I mean? What the hell? This person thinks about you quite a lot. As I said, they have an interest in you, so you're definitely someone they give thought and real consideration to. There may be something about you that moves this person. I really think there is. You speak to them on deeper levels, like a good song that plays over and over in your head. A song that really touches you, that moves you. That's kind of how they're connecting to you. It's like, all right, you speak to me. You speak to my soul. You speak to something in me. I recognize you. But it's because you really kind of reflect this person. There's something about you, something to you, like tasting something wonderful that has a unique flavor, but you can't quite tell what that exact ingredient is, but it makes the whole dish exquisite. You ever see like taste testers on shows? Like, I used to actually love watching those. I don't remember the name of any of those shows, but they have like bakers and people that will cook, and oh God, what's it called now? It's coming to me. Oh my God. What's the one, the guy with the red hair? I used to watch this so many years ago. Iron Chef? Maybe there's a connection to cooking here. I don't know. Anyway, so I was thinking about that, and I'm like, you know how you have like a panel, or I guess you'd call it that, or there's a certain word for them, but taste testers, and they're very well trained. They have a developed palate, I guess you could say, and they know flavors and they know ingredients. They can taste like the smallest little pinch of an ingredient that you put in something, and that's kind of what's going on here. There's something about your ingredients, something to you. It's like they've tasted a little bit of you, but only energetically. And they're like, that sits really nicely. I like that. It's like dancing on their tongue. Your energy is dancing on their tongue. And they're trying to pinpoint every little ingredient that they taste. You know, sometimes you'll taste something and you taste most of the things, like the strongest ingredients up front, and then later on it'll be like a trickle of like maybe some saffron, or you'll taste like a little pinch of sea salt, but it's ever so slightly. It's not like the main ingredients used. They're looking for those little ingredients. That's what they're doing. You see why I'm like intrigued by this person? That's the same, the way I'm feeling about them, almost a little off-put too, I gotta be real. I was kind of like, what in the hell? It's almost, I mean, there are humans like this, but it doesn't feel like a human you'd cross paths with every day. You know what I mean? Like, most people aren't trained like this, right? Most of us aren't. I don't know. I even was wondering if it's a person, you know, or it is a person, obviously, but like, who is in the person, you know? I don't know. It's like an it factor. Somebody's looking at your it factor, or they're trying to figure out what your it factor is. The thing that just sets it all off. The thing that sets you all off. Even if we can't quite put our finger on what it is, that's what somebody sees in you. There's an it factor in you. You've got it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's... They're trying to like figure it out. What is it about her? What is it about him? Aquarius or Crosswatcher. What is it? What is that flavor? What is that scent? What is it about you that I can't quite put my finger on, but it's exquisite, and I really like it. It's definitely something that doesn't belong on the shelves. It's like much too rare for that. It's like certain spices that are extremely expensive because you can only get them in certain places, and they're only used in like fine dining restaurants. They're not used every day. They're outrageously expensive. Some people don't even know about it. It's like a secret ingredient. What's your secret ingredient? It has to do with who you are. Again, they're also searching for fear. What's your fears and stuff like that? You've got that little special something about you that keeps you from being generic. You have a personal ingredient that sets you apart from others. And they detect this uniqueness. They not only detect it, they prefer it. They're starting to prefer it. They've grown a taste for it. They've grown a liking to this ingredient of yours. What is it about you? What is it about you? What is it? It's like a little perplexing. I think you're a little perplexing to this person. So I'm going to leave this part here, and we will do the second part. All right, guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.